Welcome to this sacred inner journey through hypnosis. In this session, we'll gently explore and release emotional blocks that may have formed, whether it's around anxiety, maybe a fear of failure or abandonment, or simply feeling lost. Through the practices in this hypnosis, we'll reconnect with your inner wisdom and awaken the clarity of your soul path. So please find yourself in a quiet space to lay down or sit back with your head resting comfortably. Allow this to be a time just for you. So taking a deep breath in and fully letting that go. Taking another deep breath, and as you let it out, if you haven't already, close your eyes and just focus on your breathing for now. With every gentle breath you exhale, allow yourself to become more and more relaxed, more and more comfortable. With every gentle breath you exhale, allow yourself to become more and more deeper and deeper relaxed. In fact, imagine that every breath you exhale sends a soft wave of relaxation from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And every breath you exhale sends another wave and another wave. And every wave takes you deeper and deeper relaxed. And now focus on my voice. The more you focus on my voice, the more comfortable and relaxed you'll become. The more you focus on my voice, the more comfortable and relaxed you become. And the more comfortable and relaxed you become, the more you focus on my voice. My voice will always be with you. As deeply relaxed as you become, my voice will always be there with you. Now, in a moment when I tell you, you're going to open and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, let that be your signal to yourself. Your signal to yourself to relax as deep as you have ever relaxed before. Open your eyes and close your eyes. Feel that relaxation flow over your entire body. Notice all your muscles becoming loose. Your breathing becomes more relaxed. With every gentle breath you exhale, allow yourself to become more and more relaxed, more and more comfortable. And now while you're this relaxed, notice that you'll be able to hear all the sounds around you. Maybe sounds of people walking around, maybe cars, or dogs barking in the distance. And as you notice those sounds, they take you deeper and deeper relaxed, more and more comfortable. Whatever sounds you hear will make you more comfortable and relaxed. Notice yourself becoming more and more relaxed. And as we go through this hypnosis, notice that you can move in any way you might want to or need to. So maybe you're rubbing any itches, wiping any tears, maybe shifting side to side. If you do need to or want to move any part of your body, the movement will take you even more and more relaxed, deeper and deeper relaxed. And notice how incredibly wonderful you feel. And just focus on my voice, and with every gentle breath you exhale, allow yourself to become even more and more relaxed, deeper and deeper relaxed, and notice how wonderful you feel. And now that your conscious mind has begun to relax, we want it to continue to relax. It will remember everything, but we want it to just sit back and listen in. So imagine yourself here standing at the top of a gentle staircase. However that staircase appears, just let it be there. And as I count from 10 to 1, you begin to walk down those steps. Each step you take brings you deeper into safety, deeper relaxed, more and more comfortable. And as I count from 10 to 1, walking down slowly, relaxing deeper and deeper. 10, 9, everything about you relaxing more and more. 8, 7, 6, focusing on my voice. Focusing on my voice. 5, halfway down, deeply relaxed. 4, 3, wonderfully relaxed. You're doing great. 2, and 1. You find yourself arriving in a beautiful, quiet sanctuary. And this is a place just for you. So maybe it's somewhere outside, a garden, a forest clearing. Maybe it's inside, in a cabin. Maybe it's a blank room with nothing but a couch or a bed. Whatever it is, just let it be there, knowing that it's entirely your own, that this space is meant for you to be comfortable, safe, and relaxed. And as you go into this space, you notice that everything is exactly the way you like, colors you like, textures you like, maybe even fabrics you like. So find yourself relaxed in the sanctuary, sitting or laying down. And as you rest in this space, a mirror appears in front of you. And not everyone is visual right away, so even just think about a mirror being there. And this is not an ordinary mirror. It's a magical mirror. So as you look into this mirror, on the reflection of that mirror is the reflection that you would see, that I would see, that anyone would see. Notice that reflection. And as I count to 3, that mirror becomes that magic mirror. 1, 2, and 3. And you can see into the other side of that mirror. And on the other side of the mirror is the you that only you know, that only your subconscious mind knows. No one else knows that person like you do. And that you on the other side of the mirror has a feeling that you don't like. And that feeling has come up by holding you back. That part of you that holds you back, that block. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it's a fear of not being enough. Maybe shame, grief, confusion. Whatever it is, let it come forward. Let that feeling come forward on that other side of the mirror. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I get to 3, that feeling is going to become strong on that side of the mirror. Just let it come up. 1, 2, 3. Let that feeling come up. Let it be strong. And I'm going to count by 1 to 3 again. And when I get to 3, you're going to grab onto that feeling and pull it to this side of the mirror. Pulling it to this side of the mirror. Imagine reaching into the mirror, grab it with both hands, hold on to it, grab it, and hold on to it so it can't get away. 1, 2, 3. Grab it now, drag it to this side of the mirror. Grab it right now, drag it to this side of the mirror. And holding on to this feeling, notice that it's very strong, and we're going to continue to intensify that feeling to really get familiar with this feeling. And once we let that go, we'll let go of it forever, and you'll never have to feel it this strong ever again. So intensifying this feeling as you look in the mirror, and as you look in the mirror, asking this feeling that feels so intense, what have you been protecting me from? And as you hold that feeling on this side of the mirror, listen, feel. Notice maybe a memory comes up, maybe an emotion. Maybe something in your body is highlighted in that mirror. Listen and feel. Maybe ask this feeling, this part, what do you need to feel safe enough to let go? Listen to this part. Notice what comes up. Waiting patiently with this part. Maybe speaking gently to this part, letting it know that I see you. I understand why you've been here. I forgive myself for carrying this fear, this shame, this anxiety, this grief, whatever this feeling is, for so long. And letting it know you don't have to protect me in the same way anymore. Because the me today knows so much more about the world, that I have other tools and skills to help guide me in a healthier way. And imagine this part integrating into the body in a soft, peaceful way. So maybe it transforms and shifts. Maybe it melts away, melting away into the ground beneath you, letting go what you don't need anymore. Watching that part transform into something that's helpful for you. Letting it soften, integrate, shift. And as you look at yourself in this mirror, once again, this is a magic mirror. So as I count from 1 to 3, as I get to 3 this time, on the surface of that mirror, all the people or memories that you still carry pain around, those you've hurt, those who've hurt you, those you've been afraid to forgive, appear on that mirror. And you don't need to relive it, just witnessing what is ready to be released. And I'll give you the words to let that go. So 1, 2, 3. On the surface of that mirror appears memories, people that you still carry pain around. And as you see these people, these memories, saying aloud or repeating internally, I forgive you for the pain you caused, knowingly or unknowingly. I forgive myself for the ways that I abandoned my own truth. And I don't understand why you did what you did. And I don't condone what you said or did. And I never will. But what I'm saying is you no longer have control of me, because I forgive you and I set myself free. I am no longer bound by this story. And letting that image blur, soften, dissolve as you let go. And if you'd like, maybe repeating this mantra or something that feels freeing and empowering 5 times out louder in your mind. And I set myself free forever. And I set myself free forever. And see that memory, that person, that stuck energy dissolve, completely gone, and letting it go. And once again, you see your reflection in that mirror. Maybe notice that you see yourself a little bit different. Maybe you feel a little bit lighter. Maybe there's more of a shine in your eyes. Maybe there's a softness in your face. Once again, this magic mirror is still there. So this time as I count to 3, as I get to 3, the mirror will reveal your future self, the version of you who has released these blocks, who walks their path with clarity, ease, joy. So here we go as I count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. Let that version of you, that future self, reveal themselves. Notice what appears in that mirror. Notice how they move, how they breathe, what's surrounding them. Maybe notice other things happening in their life, what work they do, how they relate to others. Who's in this picture? What are they wearing? Notice all the parts of you, the parts that show up how you are as you've released these blocks, as you walk with clarity, ease, and joy. Letting the self speak to you. Maybe asking them, what do I need to remember to become you? Listen. Notice what they share. Maybe asking, is there anything else that I need to know to become you? Let the answers come. Trust it. Know that this process has already started, that you're already becoming this version of you. And asking once more, is there anything else that I need to know? To let go of these blocks once and for all, to become this version of me. letting the answers come to you. No need to search. Allow them to come to you, trusting them. Letting it sink in, letting it integrate with your being, whatever appears here, whether it's words, feelings, suggestions, images. And as you're ready, this image begins to dissolve in that mirror. And knowing that this mirror is here anytime you may want to or need to come back to it. But for now, allowing yourself to relax in that safe and comfortable space that's just for you. Letting go of that mirror and allowing yourself to relax even deeper, so deeply relaxed. You're exactly the temperature that you like, feeling so safe, so comfortable, so relaxed. And as you're in this safe and comfortable space, I'm going to give some suggestions. And notice that your mind is open to the suggestions that are meant for you. And those suggestions that are meant for you will make a deep, lasting impression. A deep, lasting impression. And notice that these things that I suggest will sink deeply into the subconscious mind. And they'll begin to exercise a greater and greater influence over the way you think, over the way you feel, over the way you behave. And because these things will remain firmly embedded in the unconscious part of your mind, they will start to influence over your thoughts, your feelings, your actions so deeply that everything that I tell you that is going to happen to you, for you, will happen exactly as I tell you, and every feeling that I tell you will experience, you will experience. And as a result of this deep relaxation, you're going to feel physically stronger in every way. You find yourself so calm, much more positive, much happier every day. And you find yourself completely comfortable with yourself, so positive about yourself and the positive things in your life. And as you find yourself more confident in yourself, every day your nerves become stronger, steadier. Your mind calmer and clearer. You'll be able to think more clearly. You'll be able to concentrate more easily. You notice your memory improving. And each day, you'll become emotionally much calmer, much more settled, much calmer and so confident. Every day, you will become, and you will remain more and more completely relaxed. Even when you're no longer with me, you find yourself so calm each day, having so much confidence in yourself, more confidence in your ability to do not only what you have to do each day, but what you want to do. You feel this feeling of personal safety and security as you find yourself more able to rely upon and depend upon yourself, your own efforts, your own judgment, And you'll feel so positive, so wonderful in every way. And repeating after me aloud or silently, I am safe to soften. I am more than enough. I allow the past to dissolve. I trust my intuition to guide me. And let each phrase settle into your nervous system like a seed. You might imagine them written on your skin or floating like petals down into your heart. And feel how wonderful you feel now that you no longer have these feelings that are blocking you. And now imagine yourself waking tomorrow morning with a sense of quiet clarity. You breathe deeply, you feel calm, and you trust the unfolding of your life. And going through this entire day, noticing all the things you do, the things you feel, the things you think. Going through that entire day with this new sense of being. Maybe you're doing the same things, but you feel differently. Or maybe you do different things, realizing that you need to add something to your day or change something about your day. Going through your entire day from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to bed. And notice how these old triggers no longer hold the same power. Notice how this old block no longer dictates your day. You find yourself responding with presence, with grace, with knowing, as you take steps towards what lights you up, as you live your truth, and allowing yourself to really being in this moment, going through each part of your day, feeling so good, so safe, so relaxed, so confident. And notice that as you move forward in that day, forward in the week, forward in time, as you move forward, you trust your inner compass, that wisdom that flows deep within. And with each passing day, you are moving closer to the realization of your vision, a life of joy, happiness, fulfillment. Embrace it. And as you gently re-emerge into the present moment, bringing with you this radiant vision of your future, you are now empowered to manifest a life that is true to you. Carrying with you all the insights, the softness, and the strength. As I count from 1 to 5, at 5 you'll feel refreshed, clear, gently awake. So you find yourself walking back to that set of stairs. As I count from 1 to 5, you walk back up those stairs, walking all the way back up to where you began. 1, 2, feeling your breath in your body. 3, 4, noticing the space around you, maybe wiggling fingers and toes. And 5, eyes gently open when you're ready, fully awake, fully alert. Notice how you feel. Notice how you feel as the parts that once lived in fear, as the parts that once held you back, are no longer here. Notice that as you go through this day, you feel so confident, so calm,